I lean over your meaning's edge, and I feel the dizziness of the things you have not said. For thousands of years, electricity was something that you saw when you took an amber rod and a piece of cat fur and went into a darkened room and stroked the cat fur, and then when you would bring the amber rod close to the cat fur, you would see the crackle of static electricity through the cat fur. For thousands of years, that's what electricity was. Who would dream that you could light cities, that you could smelt metals, that you could illuminate the earth with this energy? And yet, from the 1850s to the present, this was done. It's almost a literalizing, the final literalizing of the alchemical dream. The average star only lives about 2 billion years. Most of the stars we see in the sky are older than that, but that's because they aren't average stars. Average stars come and go rather quickly, 2 billion years. But life, we know, has been on this single planet more than 2 billion years. This means that in contrast to the 19th century view of what's going on in the universe, life is not some weird parenthetical mistake or some fluke. No. Life is a process on the scale of star formation in terms of its ability to determine the final end state of the history of the universe. Language binds us. We all believe the same thing because there are thousands and thousands of us here, all packed closely together, all more or less believing the same thing. If you go off into isolation, suddenly you're subject to a new set of laws, and you discover reality is very malleable and can change right in front of you. We are dreaming most of the time. The idea that there is a shared reality, the idea that you and I are living in the same universe, seeing the same things, walking on the same ground, is just a very high-level philosophical abstraction. It's very hard to prove it, or even to convince yourself that it's so. We live inside worlds constructed by our language, our history, our expectations. And when the unconscious, for some reason, becomes, as the Jungians say, activated, it moves into that world and it uses the entire stage of being to send messages back to you about reality. And it's an intelligence test, is what it is. It's an intelligence test. And if you take things at face value, for sure you failed the intelligence test. It's no game for the naive.